Folks, some sellers are really gambling right now. I'll explain what I mean and then get into the latest home prices and insights for the Peel and Durham region for week ending August the 9th, 2023. As a realtor, I work with buyers and sellers. And in the field, we experience a lot of things. One of the things that I'm seeing now, more so than I normally have in the past, are properties that were purchased pre-construction, they close, and immediately for sale. I'm seeing more than I normally would. And now, many of these sellers, this is their whole business model. They buy pre-construction, they hope in the 2, 3, 4, 5 years that it takes to build, they're gonna sell it at a profit. That's their business model. They try to sell on assignment. It's difficult, not always easy to sell on assignment. Sometimes, in many cases, not even allowed. The builder won't let you. So they try an assignment if they can. They don't sell, they close and they sell it and they make a profit. And they're happy, and that's their business model. But I'm seeing more and more people in that situation, or sellers in that situation, in a distress, in a financial distress type of situation. How do I know? Well, I can see when somebody closes pre-construction. If the plan is to sell it right away, why do they put a tenant immediately? Like they close, boom, there's a tenant in there right away, and then the home gets listed for sale. Why do they put a tenant? Because they can't afford to carry the home without even something coming in from a tenant to help cover the cost, to help cover the inflated, ballooned mortgage payments that they can't afford. Many of these sellers, years ago, when they bought pre-construction, they took a HELOC, they took a loan out on their principal residence in order to buy this to make a profit, and it's not happening. So they rent it, put it on the market, and then when I look through the history, I can see that many of these sale prices is at what they bought it for, or worse, below what they paid for the house. So there's many brand new homes just closed with the builder, first sale, with a tenant inside, and I know these sellers are not getting many showings. That's just the market right now. We know prices are headed down. That's just the market right now. And in the subdivision where these homes are all now, closing or recently closed with the builder, it's not one new home that's for sale. There's like a dozen within 1 and 2 streets, a dozen of these homes for sale, and they're not getting showings. And if they happen to get an offer, here's what I see is like, it makes no sense to me. They're not even negotiating. Many of these sellers are holding back. They want more money. Now, I don't know what they're thinking. When I call the agent, we'll put in an offer on one of these properties. And look, our offer maybe is a bit low, but they're not engaging. Many of these sellers won't even counter offer. I'll have a conversation with the listing agent, and the listing agent is adamant that no problem, we don't sell it now. We'll sell it in September, in the fall, for much more money. The seller's gonna get their price in the fall. And I'm thinking, how do they know that? How is that a guarantee? These sellers are gambling with their family's financial position. And they're not even open-minded to understanding that, what if the market doesn't go up? The fact that we're in this market right now, in a declining market with months of inventory increasing, should be an example to everybody that the market doesn't always go up. And yet they're adamant that things will be better in the fall. They're gambling, and I'm thinking of their situation. It's a scary situation to be in. Where are they getting their information from? Is it their realtor telling them, yeah, for sure, don't worry, we don't get your price now, we'll get it in the fall? If that's the case, man, That's a scary situation to be in, because it'd be really nice if prices went up 30, 40, 50,000. But what if they go the other way? These people risk losing their home. Look, as always, who you hire matters. Be careful if you're a seller right now. Just be open-minded to some sort of negotiation. Yes, you're going to get buyers giving you low offers, but try to engage. Try to see if there's an opportunity to bring that buyer up. Just the way you're holding out. Sometimes buyers start a bit low and then they'll come up. But be realistic. We're in a declining market, and there's absolutely no guarantee things will be better in the fall. Who you hire matters. If you think this video can help somebody you know, please pass it along. If you get value from what we're talking about, subscribe. Let's get into the numbers. If you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, selling, buying, it's really simple. Below this video, in the description, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you, and we'll talk about whatever's on your mind. If you're looking for an awesome bungalow, check out the video at the end of this video. Sellers are gambling. They're gambling with their home's value. Let's start and look at the reports here. So these are average sold price. Durham is down. Brampton is down. Mississauga is down. And I don't mean just 1 week to the next. We are tracking things weekly, but I mean trending down. We were here, now we're here. We were here, now we're here. Prices are coming down. Be careful, sellers. There's a chance they might continue to go down. Let's start off with Mississauga. We're looking at detached properties only. I have here tracking the data weekly for a whole year. For week ending August the 9th, 37 detached properties were sold in Mississauga. 4 of those were at $2 million or more. And those numbers actually for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks, pretty steady. There hasn't been a lot of change there. But average sold price is plummeting. $1,346,000 is now the average sold price for week ending August the 9th. Just at the ending middle of June, we were at almost 1.7. Now we're at 1,346. 1,346 is below our lowest last year, which was in the month of October. So things are coming down. Sellers, be careful when you hold out. It could cost you more later. That's all I'm saying. Compared to last year, 1,346 is 3% lower than last year's average sold price. The median price of 1,350 is 6% higher than last year's median price. And both median price and average sold price are trending down. It's pretty clear. And I'm looking at now the dotted line, which is a 4-week moving average. It makes it a little easier to spot a trend. These are the sales. The blue is last year's sales. The orange is this year's sales. So sales are trending down overall, but pretty steady the last 4 or 5 weeks. The amount of properties selling at list price or more, we were just 2.5, 3 months ago in the 60% selling at list price or more. We're now at 35% selling at list price or more. Listings. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. Overall, if we go back to 3 months, listings are trending down. But if you break it down, look, there were times in 3 weeks, listings going up. From last week to this week, listings went up. Listings means more properties available for sale. So if sales are coming down or staying steady and more properties are coming up, that's actually not a good thing for prices. There's more inventory, and we could see it from the active listings. We were in the low 300s just 3 months ago. We're now at 470 active listings. What active listings means, at midnight for the end of the period, so in this case August the 9th, how many properties are actually available for sale. The answer for Mississauga detached properties is 470. I'm going to go back to the sales. We're selling 37 in a week, but there's 470 available for sale. Months of inventory is climbing. At one point, it was climbing a bit more aggressive. Over the last, say, 1.5, 2 months, it's inching up and now it's sitting at 2.9. In many parts of Mississauga, it's going to feel very much like a balanced market. So months of inventory is increasing. Prices, average sold prices are decreasing. Here's Brampton. Sales are trending down. 38 detached properties were sold. 3 of those were at $2 million or more. The previous couple of weeks, we sold 1 at $2 million and then 1 at $2 million also. So 3 sold at $2 million. You figure average sold price would come up, but it didn't. It dropped to $1,211,000. Now it's kind of difficult to see a straight line in Brampton. However, just a few months ago, we were in the mid 1.3 million as average sold price. We are now in the, I would say, mid 1.2 million, although for last week ending August 9, it's 1,211,000. So prices were here, they're now here. Compared to last year, 1,211 is 2% higher than last year's average sold price. The median price of $1,090,000 came way down from the previous week. $1,090,000 is 9% lower than last year's median price. Using the dotted line as a guide, the 4-week moving average, it's pretty clear. Average price and median price are trending down. 38 were sold, 42% sold at list price or more. So we're, for a few weeks now, in the low 40s. We used to be 86, 76, 69. We're now 40% or so selling at list price or more. So that's down. Listings have been trending down. Active listings, we were 298, 352. We're now at 706 active listings. These are just for detached properties in Brampton. Months of inventory, look, we were at 0.9, 1.1, 1.2, but we're climbing. We're now at 4.3 months of inventory. If you thought that was, just 1 week, it's a fluke. Well, the previous week we're at 4.1. We've been in the 3s. We were at 4.5. Folks, we're very much in a balanced market for detached properties in Brampton. And I know some neighborhoods are a buyer's market in Brampton. Let's look at Pickering, Ajax, and Whitby. Sales have been trending down. 38 detached properties were sold. No properties sold at $2 million or more. If we kind of look back at average sold prices, the Durham region, Pickering, Ajax, and Whitby, they've had a really good run. For a while, when all the other areas prices were coming down, prices were going up in Durham. But now for the last 2 months or so, prices have been coming down aggressively. The average sold price now sitting at $1,102,000 compared to the low that we had last year. And I'm averaging the month. So the lowest month last year was November at $1,090,000. $1,102,000 is like so close. It's right there. The previous week we were below the lowest point last year. Compared to last year, $1,102,000 is 2% higher than last year's average sold price. The median price of $1,049,000 is 2% lower than last year's median price. The dotted line shows pretty clearly average price and median price are trending down. Durham's had a good run, but I think it's over now. Sales trending down, a little bit over half, 55% of the properties sold. It was only 38 that sold, but half of those, or 55%, sold at list price or more. We were in the 80s and 90s, then we dropped down into the 60s. We're now at 55%. Listings trending down, active listings trending up. There's more properties available. Months of inventory, It was nuts. We were at 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. We are now at 1.9 months of inventory. And as months of inventory increase, prices tend to trend down. This is condos for all of Peel region. Condos only. Sales have been trending down. 26 condos were sold. No condos sold at $1 million or more. Average sold price for a while was trending up, but for the last month and a half, 2 months, average prices have been coming down. Average price now is $585. The low, November last year, was $592, so we're below last year's lowest month. $585,000 is 4% lower than last year's average sold price. The median price of $583 is 3% lower than last year's median price. And like we said, for a while, condo prices in Peel region were going up. Now they're trending down. Of the 26 that sold, 23% sold at list price or more. That percentage is seeing a trend downward. Listings are trending down. Active listings, the more properties available for sale, is trending up. Months of inventory way up there at 4.9. We used to be 1.5, 1.6, 1.3. We're now way up at 4.9 months of inventory. Very much a balanced market, but there's going to be parts of condo, certain complexes, certain neighborhoods where you're going to experience a buyer's type of market. Here's a quick summary. In many neighborhoods, you're going to experience a balanced market, which is between 3 to 5 months of inventory. But as you get to the top end, some of those neighborhoods are going to be a buyer's market. Things are changing out there, folks. Things are changing quickly. My charts, those, not the year one, but the other charts, they're 3 months. And in 3 months, we've seen drastic changes. Sometimes when you look on a weekly basis, you don't experience it. But when you look back, it's like, wow, just in 3 months, so much has changed. Be careful about gambling with your family's financial position. Who you hire matters. Get the right information. Be open-minded. Don't just hear the information that suits what you want to happen. There is some reality out there as to what to believe and what not to believe, but be open-minded to follow the data. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Welcome to 323 Rideout Street in Port Hope. This bungalow is just minutes from Lake Ontario, and it comes with all the high-end finishes and upgrades that you could want. In all, it's about 3,300 square feet, 3 bedrooms, and the main floor is where you'll find the principal bedroom. It has a 3-car garage, a 2-story great room, Cambria quartz counters throughout, custom cabinetry throughout, even has a pet washing station. Have a look for yourself.